Welcome to Hot Rocks TV. My name is Rockfish. Good evening. The 19th of February. I can't believe February is already halfway through. Got a great show for you tonight. This is show 2 for me as the new host of Hot Rocks, and a very cool band to talk to a little bit later on. A band called Pretty Enemy, and we kind of have a connection. We'll explore that in just a little bit. But first, let's check out one of their videos. This one's called Blank Stare. Pretty Enemy on Hot Rocks TV. Blank Stare from Pretty Enemy, our guest tonight on Hot Rocks TV. And I know their names now, but I think I'm just going to let them introduce themselves. Let's start off with this Pretty Enemy right here. Your name and what do you do in the band, if we couldn't tell by watching the video?
Stephanie, I play guitar and sing.
I'm Chris, I sing, play guitar.
I'm Cody, play drums.
I'm Lane, I play guitar.
I'm Tripod, I play bass.
Tripod.
Travis.
I love that. I'm not even going to ask where that name comes, all right? My guitar player earlier today said, you're not going to ask him where his name comes from, are you?
He's a
'Cause obviously-
photographer.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's a
Yeah,
photographer.
photographer, that's it.
He has a lot of cameras.
Very cool, guys. That was a very cool video. The first thing I picked out was the fact that, well, you sing. I saw a video earlier of you doing the lead singing without playing guitar. Chris, then on that one, you're doing the lead vocals, but you also play guitar. So that's kind of a different dynamic as far as, two lead singers kind of
Yeah.
in the band. That's pretty cool.
It's really fun too because then if I get a little tired, she takes over. We just nobody
Get a
gets
break.
tired. We just get to put on a great show the entire time and keep the intensity going.
Now, how long has the band been together? Well, I know that Cody is kind of new to the lineup, but the nucleus of the band has been together how long?
About 3 years. I think in summer of 2008 we started going under the name Otherwise. Did that for a couple of years and just changed it to Pretty Enemy a couple months ago.
Okay. Now, you guys, we were talking a little bit before we went on the air tonight, and my nephew, his name is Byron, and he's from Enumclaw, went to school in Enumclaw.
Byron.
And you guys know Byron. You went to school up
Oh,
in
yeah.
Enumclaw as well, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yep. He was
Yeah.
in the same class as us.
Yeah.
A couple years under Travis, I think. But
I do think I'm gonna stop calling and claiming Ian Cloud, though. I'm sorry.
I'm from Portland.
Yeah.
Are you really? Originally? Very good. And Steph, you're actually from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's where I grew up
And you've been in Seattle how long?
since 2001.
2000. And did you
Yeah.
come out here because you heard about the Seattle music scene, or what drew you to Seattle?
It was for the music scene. Where I come from, there aren't a lot of places to play. There aren't a lot of musicians, and Seattle has a reputation. So thought I'd come out here and.
Now let me ask you about that, because I've been doing radio in Seattle for, I guess, off and on about 20 years. So I was fortunate enough to be a part of that big boom that happened late 80s, 89 into mid 90s, when there really was a really solid music scene in Seattle. Is it still that way? It kind of died off a little bit. Is it coming back? What's your take on that?
I feel like it's starting to come back a little bit. I've been gigging around Seattle for probably about 10 years, and I'm not sure if I've just gotten myself into different pockets of people where there's more people around at shows, but it seems like the average show has gotten bigger in the last 10 years.
Now I know that you guys all kind of have side projects or different bands that you play in. Is music? I mean, is that the thing? I mean, is that what you want to do with your lives, or is it just a hobby? I mean, where do you hope to take Pretty Enemy?
For me, it's just, I'm a career guy. It's not even a career thing. It's a personality trait,
You're a
I'm
lifer.
I'm totally a life.
Yeah.
It's just whether it's for money. I'm always gonna try to make money, doing whatever I can. I'll go bang some pots on the street, but it's like I said, it's a personality trait. I have brown hair and I sing and write songs.
It's a passion.
Yeah.
Now, you do originals. Do you do any covers in your sets at all?
Yeah, we do. We do a couple of covers. We do some AC/DC and some Rolling Stones, some Guns N' Roses.
Right on.
She busts out the dirty D's. It's pretty fun.
Do you?
she-
Mix it up a little bit.
she-
You sing
Real
it?
nice.
Yeah.
Real.
Very cool. Very cool.
She plays all the leads too.
And she sometimes does it behind her back. It's pretty fun.
Well, I'm anxious to see more. We'll get to some more videos in just a second. But I believe we have a caller on the line, and his name is Chris. Chris from Renton. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm so terrific, you don't even know.
How you doing, man?
Well, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Oh, well, I've had some whiskey. I just had a little bit of vodka. We got ourselves a keg.
And tomorrow you're going to have a hangover.
Yeah.
He lives with me.
Yeah.
This is where the party's at.
Oh,
And
okay.
tomorrow I'll be recording.
Chris, you're Cody's roommate. Is that right?
Well, Cody's my roommate.
Oh, yeah. I've been there before. A question for the band.
What's that?
Ask. What do you want to ask the guys? Put them on the spot. This is your
Well, I
chance.
would like to ask Cody how he plans on getting laid with his room as messy as it is.
We have a keg.
Oh, yeah, that's a terrific. You've got lots of empty beer cans in here, too. I'm looking around.
I think he's in your room right now.
Oh, and what is this? Oh, you're going to have to clean this up, man.
You want to clean it for me, man? I'm kind of busy.
Is it the teriyaki?
Yeah, you're busy being a rock star. Well, anyways, yeah, Pretty Enemy. They rock and roll.
All right, Chris. Thanks for the call.
So does
Appreciate
Ring
it.
Drive.
Now, I believe Chris is a musician too, is he not?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Very
in
cool.
his other
He
band.
sings and writes for Ren Drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now, this is about Pretty Enemy, but do you guys want to throw any plugs out there? I mean, you're all in different bands, right? You all have. Now you play in Riverbend as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chris, your other band is
Sway.
Sway.
It's a pop, you know. It's
Now, is that a cover band?
yeah, it's one of those cover bands.
So you do original music for the passion, you do covers to make money, right? Is that how it works?
Well, I also get to sing. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it's making money singing, which is pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun.
And Tripod, are you in another band as well?
Yeah, I'm in a cover band called Corson Swift down in Tacoma.
Okay. And Lane?
I'm in a band called the Tap Handles with Mr. Spillman there, the room checker. Who plays bass. We're actually going in to record one of our songs tomorrow.
Oh, very
Yeah, it
cool.
should be a good time.
Where are you doing the recording at?
Up at Toy Box Studios, I think it's called, up near here, Ballard area.
Cool.
Never been there before. Pictures look really nice. They have a flat panel. Seems like it's good for recording. I
Very
think.
good. And Steph, you're in another band as well?
I'm in Sway with him, and I'm in a band that plays rock called Sugar Pill. We do covers too.
Okay, very good. Pretty Enemy is our guest tonight on Hot Rocks, and we've got another video. This one is called "When You Want to Go." Do you want to You want to set this one up for us?
This song is about not trying to tie anybody down, but wanting them to hold up their end of the deal too.
I asked her if I could pay my rent a little late. She goes,
This is "When You Want to Go" from Pretty Enemy on Hot Rocks TV.
I'm glad we got a hell yeah in there.
That is "When You Want to Go" from Pretty Enemy. Pretty Enemy, our guest tonight on Hot Rocks TV. Go to the website, www.hotrocks.tv. You can check out some of the past episodes on Hot Rocks. Also, coming up on the 1st of April is our 3rd annual Music Awards show, going to be at the Kirkland Performing Arts Center. And Pretty Enemy have been nominated, I believe, 4 times. Now, you can still vote. So, again, go to hotrocks.tv, and you'll see all the categories there, and you can vote for your favorite bands and all those different categories. You guys have some shows coming up. When is the next show for Pretty Enemy?
Next Saturday at the Jet in Mill Creek.
Is that a pretty cool place? I haven't been there, but there's a lot of bands that play there that that I'm familiar with. I've yet to go there, but it's a pretty good little venue.
Yeah, it's nice to have good sound.
Yeah, for the size of it, the sound is just awesome. You'd think it'd be crazy, but I think it's just that it's long enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. You walk in and you take a right and you can see, badass hard rock band. You take a left and they got a DJ playing.
Yeah, they have
You
both.
just filter
Really?
back and forth, and they got bars all over the place.
Now,
like-
is it just you on the bill, or is somebody else joining you? Or somebody opening for you? Or?
Superfecta's playing with us. It's 2 bands. Superfecta's a North End band that's friends with us, and there's a UFC fight on right before, so we're gonna be hanging
Cool.
out early. Yeah.
It's a little
late.
something for everybody.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there'll be no UFC fighting during the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully there will be.
Now, when you guys do a show, do you do is it just one long set, hour and 15, hour and 20, or whatever, or do you break and do 2 sets? It kind of just depends.
I mean, I would like to play just long sets. I mean, of course, if we're gonna do like a 3-hour show, take a couple breaks. But I like long sets.
Most of the time it's one set.
Yeah, most times like 45 minutes. I mean, usually got 3 bands. Everybody wants to make sure they get their songs in.
Now, you're also recording a record. Is it? Have you started it? Is it half? Where are you at in that process?
Just still acquiring the time. We're gonna do it at Rubber Link Studio up there. And it's a beautiful
Ooh,
studio.
you're going for the best.
Yeah.
Corey's been working in the, just
Been
working for him
interning.
and interning and
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's such cool guys. It's been like one of the coolest experiences. Just going up there and working around. They're building a new vocal booth.
Now, is that in Shoreline?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shoreline.
that's right. That's right. And I think Peter Frampton actually recorded there not too long ago.
Yeah.
For those of you that remember Peter Frampton. But yeah, very cool. So, so you're gonna be doing a record. Do you gig outside of the Seattle area, or is it all just mainly here? Puget Sound.
Yeah, we go up north to like Everett and stuff, and then back down south to Olympia. But
Yeah,
mostly
mainly
over
around
there.
Puget Sound.
Now, Lane, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
What is the hardest thing about being in a rock and roll band? What is the most difficult aspect of being a rock and roller?
This guy. No, totally. It's just a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of behind the scenes, just effort. What ends up being on stage is the product of just tons and hours of work. And I mean, there always can be more effort put into something. It's never perfect. And if you think it's perfect, you're wrong. So that's probably the hardest part. But that's also, that's the most fun too. Well, I take that back. Being on stage is the most fun.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. But that's all part of it. It all feeds in. So I'd say that's probably the hardest part.
Okay.
That and building a tolerance.
Yeah.
Tripod, the best thing, now he kind of touched on a little bit, performing live, but the best thing about music for you or about being in a band, the piece de resistance, what makes it all worth it?
Well, for me, it's all the people that I get to meet and hang out with on a daily basis.
Okay,
That's it.
very good,
It's the best thing.
very good. Cody, you're, how long you been playing drums?
I think like 14 years or something.
Now, were you in the marching band at Enumclaw?
I was not. I played steel drums though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Now, so for you, the best thing about being, how about the best thing about being in Pretty Enemy, seeing as how you're the new guy in the group? What makes this band different than all the other bands you've been in?
I think just the dynamic of the band is different with the 2 lead singers, and there's a couple different songwriters, and mainly like just having the 2 lead singers is something that'll set you apart, and having 2 lead guitar players also. And it's I used to play in a band with him called 11th Hour, and that band was had a little bit more pop in it, and then I've been doing the Riverbend thing for a while, but it's nice to be in a band with my buddy again, and
Oh,
yeah,
Very cool.
and
adorable.
it's nice to play some more pop music.
Yeah, again, I really like the 2 lead singer
It's still
thing.
rock, but
It's very unique. And Steph, let me ask you, you're a hell of a guitar player.
Thank you.
What I've noticed recently in Seattle is that there seems to be, and I don't know if this is all over the United States or in fact, maybe worldwide, but at one time, rock and roll was for the guys. I mean, I hate to say it, but with the exception of Joan Jett and the Runaways and Girl School. Does anybody remember Girl School, by the way?
No, but they sound great.
Okay, they were super, super cool. They were good friends with Motorhead. Used to tour with Motorhead a lot, but there seems to be now a lot more female musicians, and not just female musicians, but talented female musicians. Do you get that same sense?
Well, I think in the 90s, you had the Lilith Fair thing, and there were a lot of role models out there, when those people were growing up and being influenced by music. And you say, oh, well, she can do it, then I can go do it, So I think the more female musicians you have out there, the more music there's going to be for women to relate to. There's not a lot of rocking women, and that's what I always loved. I loved classic rock. My dad got me into classic rock, and I would hear a chick rocking, and I would get very excited, like Heart. I love Heart.
Sure,
and
yeah.
Like when Alanis Morissette came out with the You Oughta Know, I was like, oh my God, it's a girl that rocks, and because it's little, so. The more girls we can get doing it, the better, and the more girls you get out there doing it, the more little girls are going to get,
inspired
to do it, and it's exciting, I love chick singers. I love watching chick singers and chick musicians play. I like the boys too, but I get excited about talented females out there doing their thing.
Now you mentioned Heart. You mentioned let's see, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Chris, give me just a couple musical influences, guys that you look up to, singers or guitar players.
I kind of started a little bit different. I was really into like Simon & Garfunkel and Everly Brothers, because Isaiah the Guy in River Band, we used to do like a dual harmony kind of a thing, and
Cool.
do an acoustic thing, a little coffee shop kind of stuff. But I don't know. So then I started getting into like this stuff in the '90s, but like the Alice in Chains and stuff, like everybody. And then I found Jeff Buckley. He was huge for me, because I mean he's amazing.
Yeah.
But then I
Wow.
started getting, I also like some of the pop stuff. I'm a big fan of well-written songs, well-constructed songs performed well. So I mean, just singers.
All right, Tripod, Lane, Cody, think about that question. I'm gonna come back and ask you guys some musical influences, and we've got some other things we'll talk about on Hot Rocks tonight. Hot Rocks TV. Again, find us on the web, hotrocks.tv, and don't forget our third annual Hot Rocks Music Awards show coming up at the Kirkland Performance Center, April 1st. But first, we have to go to On the Wire with Jesse here on Hot Rocks TV. Check it out.
Thanks, Rockfish. Here are the events for February 19th, 2011. The Central Saloon has the 45th parallel tonight. The Central is 21 and over only, and this show begins at 9 o'clock. El Corazon is all ages tonight with It Was Written in the Sky, Ambient Danger, Tears Created the Sky, and many more. Doors are open at 6 o'clock. Flights Pub in Everett has Underdose, Pure Hatred, and Sword Fight tonight. Flights is 21 and over only, and this show begins at 9 o'clock. Hot Rocks featured bands that have shows coming up include, on February 25th, we have Burning of Eye, which will be at Flights Pub in Everett, and Hippie Speedball will be at Fuel in Seattle. February 26th, Alabaster will be at Common Ground in Burlington, Witchburn and Arisen from Nothing will be at Haley's Bar in Everett, and A Sick End will be at Daryl's Tavern in Seattle. Wide Eye Panic will be at Flights Pub on March 5th. And Hot Rocks presents the third annual Music Awards Show, ladies and gentlemen, April 1st at the Kirkland Performing Arts Center. For more information, please visit us at hotrocks.tv. This has been On the Wire, and I'm Jesse. Here's the next clip from Pretty Enemy called Barely Breathe.
Something broken, have I misspoken? Haven't you got everything you need from me? I feel so cold now, it's getting old now. I can barely breathe. I built my castle on myself. Now watch as you take it to sea. Well, and I can't take it 'cause you keep breaking my heart till there's nothing left of me. Yeah, 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 talk to me. Just give me a chance now, or just let me out. While the lights still can breathe, I build my castle on the sand. And watch as you take it to sea. Well, and I can't take it 'cause you keep breaking my heart till there's nothing left on me. Well, and I can't take it, no, not anymore. Won't you set me free? Now blaze, well blaze, well blaze, yeah, 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 yeah. When I can't take it 'cause you keep breaking my heart till there's nothing left on me. Well, and I can't fake it, no, not anymore. Won't you set me free? Well, now and please. Thank you.
Dangerous.
Pretty Enemy with Barely Breathe on Hot Rocks TV. My name is Rockfish,
like you 'cause you're
and the band is joining us this evening. Chris, how did that song come about, Barely Breathe? You said you wrote it with a drum machine.
Oh yeah, it was more of a joke song at first. It was I just
Pop song.
Yeah, I started working with Reason. It was just messing
Oh, I
around with all the
remember
different sounds.
hearing that in
He
the
had some synth
infancy.
in there.
Yeah, it was a little more of a house song.
Now, do you have songs like Steph? Do you bring a song to the band, and Chris will bring a song to the band, and Lane brings a song to the band, and then you guys kind of, work on them together, or like? Because I've never really I've written maybe a couple songs. I'm not a songwriter. I'm more of a cover artist. I figure there's great songs out there that have been written already, and I like to kind of cover them. But do you get a little testy when somebody says, "Oh, I think that needs to sound like this"?
I
He
had
doesn't
to.
at all.
Yeah, it's something you have to get past. Like if you're gonna write songs with people, like right away, you can't hold on to the fact that you were gonna bring a song and it's gonna stay that way. I mean, you're gonna bring it to people, and the beauty of bringing a song to people is that they're going to bring their unique perspective on it. Because I mean, if you just say this is how the song is, then that's one person's idea, and
Now, when the song is finished, how often does it end up being exactly the way you heard it in your head?
pretty frequently actually. I mean,
It's usually really close. People just come up with ideas that make it cooler or make a certain part just pop more. You know what I mean? If it's a song that they like, they usually will, just come up with something that just makes it more dynamic. If it's a song that, isn't feeling good and it's not gelling, maybe it's not there yet, then we just be like, maybe we'll, pick this up later.
Okay.
But that's the cool part to me about having other musicians, put their spin on your song is they'll hear something and then they'll make it cooler than it was,
If you're watching us at home, you can phone us up if you have a question for Pretty Enemy. They're with us till 8 o'clock. And Cody on drums. A musical influence for you could be a band, could be a drummer. Who rings your bell?
I grew up on a lot of Led Zeppelin with my dad and stuff, and so I guess Bonham's probably there just because I can't help it,
Yeah.
I've been getting into a lot of Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews. I really like Abe Cunningham from the Deftones. Yeah.
And is your dad a musician, or just you kind of absorbed classic rock through him listening to it?
He just listened to music all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, instead of like sitting around the TV watching shows as a family or whatever, we played records and talked, and it was all the time. It was like Ozzy and Zeppelin and AC/DC and just like rock and roll, and so it just sort of grew from there, I guess.
First record you ever bought with your own money?
Tape or CD?
Oh my gosh, tape.
Tape?
Okay, first tape you ever bought with your own money?
Queensryche Empire.
Very good. Very good. Lane, musical influences for you, and then the first record or tape you ever bought.
Probably early on, musical influences. When I started playing was Zeppelin, Stevie Ray Vaughan, just all the fantastic Aerosmith, people like that, classic rock, just really good guitar. My dad was actually in a band I grew up in Montana.
Oh, really?
He was in a band my entire childhood, and they occasionally would have me come up on stage and stuff. And they have I don't think they still have the recording, but we had one at one point. It was when I was 3 years old. They had me come up on stage and sing Leonard Skinner to Give Me Three Steps. So yeah, started early there, and the first tape I ever bought was 2 tapes. My grandparents got me a Walkman for my 8th birthday, and I bought Aerosmith, Get a Grip, and Garth Brooks, Rope in the Wind.
Really? So you've got some pretty diverse musical tastes.
Definitely,
he does.
definitely. Yeah.
You went with the Brooks.
Went with the Brooks.
Yeah.
Excellent
choice.
Treated me right.
You see him on Oprah a couple of months ago?
No.
That was great.
Oh yeah, I actually saw that.
Yeah, it was over at my house.
Did he sing
yeah,
or did he play?
He
or did
played. Yeah, he sat
wow.
there and just like would be talking and then start.
I guess he's doing a show in Vegas, just him and his guitar.
Yeah.
Has been for quite some time.
I'm hopefully going to be going to that. Where's the camera? Mom. Vegas, you know you want to.
Tripod, you started out playing guitar, you switched to bass. Musical influences for you?
Oh, for me, John Paul Jones is a huge influence on me. Led Zeppelin, of course, and Metallica. I really like the way Cliff Burton played the bass when he was in the band.
I've got a buddy of mine is the second guitar player in Them Crooked Vultures, and I got to meet JP. They call him JPJ. I got to meet John Paul Jones. It was pretty exciting for sure.
Right on.
The first tape or CD or album you ever bought? Did you guys ever buy records?
Me, yeah.
No vinyl
I have a
for
record
you?
player now. I buy a lot of vinyl now.
Yeah,
but when
vinyl's
I was
coming back.
Oh,
Vinyl's
yeah.
pretty cool now.
In a big way.
First tape or CD you ever bought?
I found my mom's and aunt's record collection in my grandparents' basement when I was a little kid, and like started putting on 45s like Brown Sugar, and then didn't really like the Michael Jackson, so I just kind of went through this whole stack of 45s.
45.
Started getting into really old like 60s and 70s classic rock. But the first one I ever bought was Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power.
Really?
Yep.
Very cool. I'm from Dallas originally, and those guys played in the Texas clubs that I was playing at the same time. And I don't know if you, Vulgar Display of Power. I don't know if that was one of their first records. Projects of the Jungle, I think, or something like that. When they first started, the album covers were drawn by a school classmate or something. They had some kind of contest. So if you've got an old Pantera album on vinyl, it's worth quite a bit. But Steph, first record or CD or tape you ever bought?
I think the first tape I bought was Shaka Khan.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Awesome.
It was the record that I Feel For You. You remember that one?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first tape I
Should
bought.
we wait till after the show to
Suck
kick
a
her out of the
con.
band?
Suck a con.
I like everything. I love rock. I love classic rock. I like hard rock. I like pop. I like hip hop. I like good songs. I like something with a good hook.
That's
and a
kind of the
groove.
way I am too. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Shaka
Chris?
Khan's badass.
First tape or record you ever bought?
Be honest.
Beyonce.
I know this answer, so.
What is it?
Go ahead.
I can only think of maybe it was Bare Naked Ladies. What were you thinking?
How old were you?
Go ahead, Cody.
Yeah.
What popped into your
I
head?
thought it was Boyz II Men.
Those were the first ones I ever got. I got Boyz II Men and Offspring Smash, which I still love. That Offspring Smash, that album's awesome.
We're
complement
singers.
each
We're
other
allowed
well.
to like singers.
Boyz
Good
II Men, yeah,
mashup.
I mean, they were great.
Yeah.
Come on.
You got Smash and you got Cooley High Harmony.
Ooh.
Now, how did you guys come up with the name Pretty Enemy? It's very cool. First of all, it fits the band.
Hey.
But how do you is that like the hardest thing to come up with a name that everybody agrees on? I mean, because names those are
Yeah,
It's
can be
tough.
it's almost impossible to come up with a good one.
But
I
then
didn't have a
once-
choice.
Yeah, well, you're the new guy. How did you come up with it?
We were brainstorming.
Yeah,
Was there a big list of names? You just checked them off. That's not going to work. That's not
No,
gonna work.
I've always. I heard about another band called Otherwise in Vegas, like a year after we started playing, and so I started thinking that I was gonna have to change it eventually, and then we had some personnel changes, and I can't remember what we were talking about, but it was how sometimes that there's these beautiful things that are just like so deadly and
Dangerous.
and mean, you know. And
Just shoving that up together, like something that's beautiful. And
Yeah,
something
what do
that's
they call
dangerous at the
that?
same time.
Two girls getting in a fight at a party.
Not an
Dichotomy.
oxymoron, but like a yin and yang kind of like
Yeah.
thing,
yeah,
right?
it's like the dichotomy between these things that are beautiful and these things that are dangerous.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, not that any of us are dangerous. I mean, like,
I don't know.
it's
Tripod looks pretty damn dangerous.
Yeah.
Tripod looks
He's like,
adorable.
yeah.
Lady
I'm
killer.
not sure I trust Cody yet either.
You with your vulgar
starting to.
displays of
Shake
power.
I'm a teddy bear, man.
Very cool. Hey, phone us up if you've got a question for Pretty Enemy. The phone number's right there on your screen. We'll check out another one from the band right here, right now on Hot Rocks TV.
What?
I can't breathe. Suddenly it's hard to see. Now I can feel. I lost a sense of everything, and now what is real? If I can touch it, can I have my own? Gravity, how could you steal? My heart will leave me all alone. I can't wait. Forever for something to change. Now how does it take? Never feels gone to wait. Now what will it take? To get the life we get. Cover me, 'cause I want to believe that I can change, that I can be saved. Cover me, 'cause I want to live. I can't recall a dream where I didn't fall. Now I lost it all. There's no need to see what does it mean when the sky falls in front of your eyes. I refuse to believe that this could be the end. Cover me, 'cause I want to believe that I can change, that I can be saved. Cover me, 'cause I want to live. Cover me, 'cause I want to Cover me, 'cause I want to believe that I can change, that I can be saved. Cover me, 'cause I want to live. Cover me, 'cause I want to
That is Cover Me from Pretty Enemy, our guests on Hot Rocks TV tonight. Now, you've got, again, a show coming up this coming Saturday, a week from tonight at the Jet in Mill Creek. What other shows do you have on the horizon?
With the Rock Out ALS show.
On
Is it
March
March
12th.
12th?
The Tap Handles and Late
Yeah.
September Dogs.
Yeah. It'd be a
You
really
guys
good
got any
show.
shows in Sway or anything?
no. Where are we playing? We're doing the Central too next month.
Yeah, the Central's on the 25th.
The Central Tavern. What a famous
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mother has played there at least
It's-
once or twice.
It's gonna be his graduation party.
From where?
I'm graduating from my TT Tech.
Really? Very cool.
Yeah, that morning, so it's gonna be a great show.
And you you've got some people that are turning 21 again.
Yeah, we're all turning 21 again.
Everybody's turning
There'll be
21
tiaras
again.
and a bunch of fun there.
Now we can keep up with the band at prettyenemy.com.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've got your shows listed there and stuff like that. And then directly following tonight's program, I've been invited, although I can't make it because my son is performing in the Willy Wonka Jr. play at his elementary school, and I have to be there. But Tripod, tell us what's happening. You're the one that first told me about it. There's a little party of some sort going on.
Right. Well, this is my girlfriend. Yeah, this is my girlfriend Christy's idea. She's wanting to put on a lingerie party, so she organized it. She invited a bunch of girls. It's at Cody's house, and if you're lucky enough to know where that is,
You're damn right.
you're probably not. So
Now, what is explain to me what I know what a Tupperware party is, but what is a lingerie party? I mean, is it just what it sounds like?
well, if you were lucky enough to be invited,
If you're a lucky little lady.
Good Lord.
well,
It's classy. It's pure
yeah,
class.
Classy.
Okay.
Definitely.
So
might be
are
pictures on the internet.
are all the ladies in lingerie?
Yeah,
Yes.
they show up in the lingerie
Okay.
I'm
and
assuming that's
then
It's
they
supposed-
drink from the keg.
Yeah. And are they selling lingerie too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
See,
I
I
mean,
thought it was one of these things where
That's
you know
not
they-
a bad
They
idea.
might not off
like
their
one of those
back.
candle things, you know, where the girls bring all the candles.
Yeah, party
Did you ever
light.
do that, Steph? One of those
I haven't done a
light-
party like candles, but I had a friend that used to do them. I think it's supposed to be anti-Valentine's Day party too,
Ah,
and because they have
okay.
little hearts all over the walls right now. And Christy's bringing all the girls over before to get dressed up and dolled up together, and then they're gonna take pictures. With
Okay.
a real photographer is coming to shoot them.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So if you missed earlier, Cody's roommate called up Chris. So from what I understand, there's going to be hearts all over the wall and empty beer cans all over the floor. Unless those
And a stripper pole.
and
Oh, no,
is that a
don't put that
permanent
thing up.
fixture in your?
No,
It's not a- it's a dancing
detachable.
implement.
You put it up, take it
Really?
down, replace it with the coffee table. Yeah.
So I'm not allowed to come over.
Now, do you mind if I mean, maybe maybe the viewers have gathered this already, but you guys are a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Their love is strong.
Very cool. How long have you been together? I mean, were you together before you got the band
Yeah.
together, or?
They were together for a couple of years before we started playing together, and it'll be 5 years in August.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And any plans to take it that next step?
I'm not worthy yet. I mean,
I always say in my heart I'm already
yeah.
committed
I mean,
to him.
it's her. I mean, come on. I can't do any better than this.
Yeah. Good-looking female, plays the hell out of the guitar.
She's very cool too. I mean,
Yeah.
I love.
Do you guys have
Safe.
some ladies that you'd like to shout out?
Give a shout out to Christy and Sapanara and
hot pants.
Hot Pants,
Otherwise known as Michelle.
Michelle
Sounds like a
Morel,
guy's name, honestly.
Hot pants.
Yeah, it's a guy name.
Chris's mom,
I love you, mommy.
Angela
Angela.
Shout out to
Angela.
Marie. Hey, Marie.
and
Greg's
Miles,
mom, Karen.
We love you.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Carl.
is there a let's see what the word I'm looking for? Not a following, but do you have a
Disciples.
Well, disciples. I was trying to think of something a little bit more classy, but is there a group of people that come to all your shows and kind of,
We have friends. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, fans of people that you don't get to hang out with and like know their stories. I mean, we have friends that just come to our shows.
Yeah.
We go to their show. I mean, I think literally all of our friends pretty much are in other bands. At least. Some.
that's one thing I've noticed. You go on Facebook, and I'm sure you've got a Facebook page as well, right? You go on Facebook and you post, hey, we're going to be playing at so and so. At least I know this from my band RAF, and nobody shows up. And I get offended, but then I realize, oh, yeah, that's right. They all had shows as well. So it's a little difficult. You gotta get out there and kind of promote yourself, and hopefully your friends aren't doing shows that night themselves.
Well, I miss a lot of shows because I'll be playing a show and it's a big show for one of my friends, but I have to miss it. Happens a lot.
Now, we've been talking about music tonight because it's Hot Rocks TV and we're all about music. But what do you guys like to do? I mean, is there something, Tripod, that we would look at you and go, wow, I didn't know he liked to do that, or I didn't know he was into that? I mean, do you work on cars? Do you like to fish?
Yes.
Now, I know you told me you were a basketball player, which is kind of obvious. How tall are you? 6'8"?
6'8".
6'8"?
Yeah. I can dunk.
Would you like a reference?
Yeah, I can.
I'm 6'1". I'm pulling shit.
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
There's your reference.
6'8".
Freaking kidding me?
Big dude.
You're like Pete Steele height. In fact, you remind me of Pete Steele from Typo Negative a bit.
Oh yeah.
But what do you like to do in your spare time, if you have spare time?
He likes
I'm
to ski.
I like to ski. I like to go to rock shows. I like to hang out with my girlfriend.
Now, do you still ski, or are you a snowboarder?
No, I'm a skier.
Skier.
I just learned 2.5 months ago.
Really?
Yep.
And you're from Enumclaw. You're only like 40 minutes away from Crystal Mountain.
It was the basketball contracts I used to have to sign. It said no skiing. So.
Okay.
And then trying to find boots took me a year.
What size foot are you?
joking.
What size foot are you?
17.
17.
I
You're
hate
like
to see
Bob
what a size
Lanier
22
foot.
has to go through to try and find ski boots.
Yeah, I bet. And Lane, what do you like to do in your spare time? What?
Being in 2 bands, I don't get a lot of spare
Yeah.
time.
I hear ya.
But when I do get spare time, I pretty much go to concerts and maybe try to go on a little vacation on occasion. But it's all music, man.
Favorite vacation destination? If you could go anywhere
If I
in the
could
world.
my favorite I've been to was Hawaii. But if I could go anywhere, probably I don't know. South America seems pretty cool.
You know where you,
Like jungles of South America.
if I could interject, everybody needs to go to London, England. If you're a musician, you got to go to London. There's nothing like it. I'm
You get
telling
down
you.
there, you should ride a sea turtle. You know.
Hot Rocks TV. My name is Rockfish. Pretty Enemy, our guest tonight, and we've got another video from them. This is called "If Love Is Strong." Chris, why don't you set this one up? Did you write this one, or did Steph? You wrote this song?
I wrote this song. It's about, everybody says that love is really strong, but sometimes it's not enough. You know, you love somebody, but it's not enough to save them or to make things work.
All right. Pretty Enemy, If Love Is Strong, on Hot Rocks TV.
All this time, I've waited here for you. All this time, I've known just what you do. If you
That's If Love Is Strong from Pretty Enemy, our guests tonight on Hot Rocks TV. They're cutting up over on the side there as we come out of that video. Now, Cody, that was your first show with the band, filmed at Club Motor, and you'd only practiced twice with them prior to that.
Yeah.
That's pretty smoking, man. You're a fast learner.
Thank you. 2 rehearsals and a show that was being filmed. It was a little bit awkward.
Yeah,
but
a little nerve-wracking?
Yeah, I think it came off all right, though.
Yeah.
I think
Do
it
you
sounds
guys
good.
have, do you prefer to play, I mean, do you like the smaller venues, or do you like, have you done an outdoor gig yet as Pretty Enemy?
No,
Don't like those?
Not really.
Unless the sound system is powerful enough to,
Yeah.
to make it work. I mean, but a lot of times it's just getting shocked and you can't
Yeah,
really hear
I've-
yourself. The sound just gets.
In cover bands, I've had bad experiences with outdoor
All the
gigs
time
where
it's more
it's
about,
raining all day.
getting
It won't rain, and
electrocuted.
you take your equipment out of the car. That's when it's going to start
Yeah.
raining, and just the sound is usually hard.
It would,
But
I'm sorry.
I try not to do outdoor gigs. Like when I hear
Really?
something's outdoor, I'm like, no, because I've just had bad experiences.
We did a show, my band RAF did a show last summer down in Hoquiam.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know, the 30th anniversary of the, I forget what it was called. But anyway, it was, on the bill was, I believe, Eric Burden of the Animals and Wishbone Ash. So, but we went on at 1 o'clock, and it was a giant stage, with the whole deal. But we went on right after JP Patches and right before some square dancers.
Wow.
So we had a real prime spot. It was great. It was awesome. We were talking about things that we would find kind of interesting, maybe not expect from the band. And Cody, what would what could you tell us that's a little unique about you? What do you like to do? Do you collect Hot Wheels, or do you something kind of quirky?
I think you drink.
I drink.
I don't find that quirky or hard to
No.
believe.
Cleans his room.
Not very often.
I mean, before, if it's not music, you're into.
Movies? I watch a lot
Yeah,
of
you like
movies.
movies? Yeah.
I pretty much just play music. I play in 3 bands, and
Yeah.
I work. And
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of rehearsals, shows most weekends. So.
Who's your favorite movie actor?
favorite movie actor?
John One
Clooney.
Danger.
George Clooney.
That's a tough
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Actually,
Boys to
Hey,
Men.
he's not bad.
Yeah.
man.
I think he's a badass.
He is a great
I think
actor.
Brad Pitt's a badass. Johnny Depp's a badass.
Yeah. Lane, how about you? Did we talk to you earlier about something that?
Yeah. Concerts
Steph?
and whatnot.
Steph, how about you? Something that that the viewers would find a little different, a little unexpected.
Different or unexpected?
Do you like to cook?
No. I like to
I thought
read.
all ladies like to cook.
I like to read a lot,
and do
like
dishes
a
and
lot.
stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I just discovered an author named Neil Gaiman that wrote some really
She's
cool
kicking us
books,
in
and
the
I've read
guitar.
like 5 of his books just in the past month in a row.
Now, do some of your lyrics come from books that you've read, or are they all pretty much experiences that you've had?
I think it helps. The more you read, the more it gets that part of your brain going. But when I write a song, it's because something's on my mind and it's bugging me and I have to get it out, or it's not like I'm obsessive about things. So like I'll obsess on it until I get it out into a song, and then it's like, oh, okay, I can relax now. So that's like, he writes a lot, like all the time, and I write, maybe every couple of months something comes out, and it's because something's on my mind and I have to get it out. 'Cause
Now, when you write your lyrics, are they on anything from matchbook covers to paper napkins to restaurant menus, just wherever it happens, right?
yeah, like one thing I draw from a lot is conversations I have with my buddies. It's like things that are going on in their lives. I mean, I draw from myself too, but if I find that I can't think of anything about myself, I think about a conversation like, man, that really sucks. I try to put it there, or that was hilarious. I mean, the way I write is I don't cite specific things. It's more like my reactions to things.
Very cool.
So that they don't really sound like they make sense, but I think they do.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you this evening on Hot Rocks TV. I want to remind everybody, next Saturday, Pretty Enemy at the Jet in Mill Creek. You can check out their website at prettyenemy.com. And then you guys will also be at the third annual Hot Rocks Music Awards show at the Kirkland Performing Arts Center, April 1st. Once again, go to the website, www.hotrocks.tv, and you can vote on the People's Choice Award. Pretty Enemy up for you're nominated in 4 categories. And you'll have to come out April 1st to find out exactly what you've won. Hopefully all 4. So best of luck to you. I'm definitely going to come out and check out a show real soon. And thanks for being our guest this evening on Hot Rocks TV.
Thank you very much.
That I can come and somehow, some way I'll let you feel all you've done to me. I'll show you.